Morning, morning, people. So we got another live market analysis or morning markets, whatever we call it. Today we've actually got a trade on USD CHF. We're going to go through that very soon. And we're going to go through different types of levels and setups that we potentially could be seeing. So we'll see you in a minute. All right. We're going to put some music on. Got a little bit of techno for all you techno lovers. Okay, so what are we looking at today? We're going to go quickly through some of the different types of setups. First, we're going to go through silver. There's nothing much to say on silver. We've already gone through this before. If we go back onto silver, nothing to talk about really, because we're still stuck in this range, and we talked about this range earlier on in the week. I do think we're going to break out. When we're going to break out, I have no idea. Is it just me, or I can't hear the music very well? Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The market's opening in 3 minutes. Or London's opening in 3 minutes, so we'll see what's going on. Gold. Let's have a look. Gold looks like it's going to push up, if I'm honest. Then again, we have had a break of structure. We've had a retest. We've come back into this overall range. I do think it's a tricky place to short. I would be leaning towards longs, but I'm not looking at trading gold, if I'm honest. But we are obviously still stuck in this range. I think it's a bit of a no-go area. Let's have a look on the 5 minute. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I haven't got a kind of bias on gold just yet. Let's go through all of the majors. So EU early on this morning has had a push down to this 4-hour level. It's found support. Okay, so we've got that kind of head and shoulders pattern. Oof. What great music. So we've got this head and shoulders pattern at a high area. It's very, very, very difficult. I would be hesitant to do either short or long. The short idea would be obviously something like that onto that level, taking out these lows. The long idea will be just the opposite, to take out these highs. And that's on the intraday. I think if we lose that 4-hour level, then realistically we're coming down to that level instead. And we're looking then obviously to take out these lows right here. Still early on, we'll have to see. So if we're looking at that on pound looks like it's already lost this level and looks like it's going to come back down to this weekly level right here. If we go down onto the 15 minute, what is that saying? 15 minute, we got a break of this type of structure, even though you would still say it's long because it hasn't broken any of this. It hasn't broken this range, so it is still long. But that kind of price action, that kind of rounded PA, you just not really what you want to be seeing if you're looking at longs. If I split that around, it looks like it's gonna come down. You know, it looks like it's gonna come and take these first, come back down to that, and possibly if you see something like that, maybe, I have no idea, but my bias would be going towards that. Okay, USD looks like it's finding a base. It's come up, broken these highs, consolidating. Now it looks like it's got on the EMA, and now it looks like it's about to push up. This is the current trade that I'm in. I'm going to get out on the 15 minute. So market's just open. I'm going to get out on the 15 minute 200 EMA. What's going on with the music? Okay, dude, you need to be looped, mate. Okay, so this is the trade. I was in this trade yesterday. Let me just see where I got out on that one. Okay, yeah, I did get out on right on that level. So right on that level. So that was a good trade. Afterwards, we pushed up, came back down into this area of demand. And now we're pushing back off as well. I originally put my take profit at this high, right on that 50 level. I think we're going to get there, but I don't want to push my luck. I'm only looking for a base play. I only just want to get in and get out. I don't really want to hold this just because we are in quite a significant downtrend and the dollar is weak. So I'm not going to hold that one. Just looking to get out at that level, and that's it. So that will be nearly a 2-hour trade, about a 1.5-hour trade. So we're floating in some nice profits at the moment. Same goes for Dixie, the DXY in general. It's come to an area that could be kind of stubborn. I wouldn't be surprised if we come back into this range, maybe hit the middle of that range and then push off further down. Then again, you've just seen we're at an area, macro area of demand. You can see this is the box with the macro area of demand. We've seen a head and shoulders, like we've seen a break of structure. This could see some. I might just push up my TP. I actually might do it. I might push up my TP because I wouldn't be surprised if we have a deeper retracement on the dollar. Just looking at this. Oh, what a way to wake up in the morning. What a way. Let me think. Have a look at the trade. Okay, so London's already opened. Plan says get out of the 200 EMA. Experience is telling me it's going to push higher. We're going to get out of the 200 EMA because that is what we're supposed to do. Base plays. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to leave that. Euro, let's have a look at the Euro. So 15-minute Euro on yen. It's just clear. We're in a nice little range here. I think the best play, if you couldn't get obviously in there, just wait until we get a run at the highs, a retracement, maybe a run at the lows, and then trap traders at the bottom here, something like that. Trap all those traders and then push up, take out these levels right here. That would just be the best type of play in my opinion. That is horrendous. That is just disgusting, if you ask me. That was a play that we put on yesterday. We didn't actually take this trade, but it was nice to see that if we did, we would have been wrong. Now, the idea with this play would have been to come down to that 200 EMA, but by the time it came back and hit that target, we didn't get that overall retracement. It could have been close. Could have been really close, but it wouldn't have hit that that EMA anyway. Hit that 50 fib anyway, but it already hit the target. So if if we would have got that, let's say on a 5 minute, how did that look like on a 5 minute? Would have been a nice trade, but because it hit the target already and then made the retracement, you wouldn't have taken that trade anyway. What else have we got? Okay, Euro, Aussie dollar, we've already gone through. Euro CAD's coming down. Euros seems to be quite weak today. Pound taking a little bit of a beating. CHF may have maybe quite a strong currency at the moment. Yeah, not seeing too much on pound. Not seeing too much on pound at the moment. Aussie dollar getting battered. Maybe Aussie yen could be a trade, something like that. Just gonna pop this in. We're gonna have a look at it later today or even tomorrow. So that would be the trade idea, ideally, that you'd get in, or I would get in. Oil, just range bound. Totally range bound. Wow. It's range bound in an area of demand. We've broken these highs. We've had acceptance above that range. My bias would be long oil. This is a daily. So it seems like there's a lot of orders in this area. So unless there's something that we don't know and people are piling into oil, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. BTC, not really doing anything, just ranging. Bias is, this is a flag again. This is the same type of price action that you see, the same type of flag price action that you see here. I won't be surprised if we're going to get back up to all-time highs.